Hello ladies, it's Susan. I have our 5th bundle to go card for our Special Reason stamp set bundle. And we're using Elegant Eggplant and Emerald Envy ink today. And I'm going to show you how I put this cute sample together. And then you'll get to try it when you get your kits. So I hope you enjoy. And if you don't have Emerald Envy, you can replace it with any other green that you like in your color spectrum. So let's go ahead and get started. So when you get your kit, it's all on thick Whisper White. There's a piece we're going to stamp our flower. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Stamp the flower, and you're going to stamp the small leaf, small solid leaf. Okay, let that dry for a second before we go to the big shot. Then you're going to have a piece of card base, okay, or envelope of course. Then you have a piece of this Elegant Eggplant, and it's going to be the piece that shows the color through the back side when we cut out those flower dies. Okay, so for right now you can set that one aside. And then you have our 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece here. So the first thing I did before I went to my big shot is I stamped the words that I want on here for my greeting, and this time I chose "Together we share so many things." Okay, and I stamped that first because the placement of that is really going to determine where we want to cluster our flowers around. And if we do our flowers first, we might get too close to the edge and not be able to get our words on there. So, words first. Okay, so now let's go to a big shot. Move some of this stuff out of the way. Okay, so first I'm going to cut out my flower and my leaf. So here's my cardstock. I'm using the outlined framelit for my flower die. Putting that on, best fit there. And then I'm using the outline for the leaf as well. Okay. Put my cutting sheet down over the top and run that through. Okay, so now, let me back up the train here. Now I got my leaf and my flower. I'll set those other two things aside. Now I'm going to come back with my card front. Okay, my leaf can go aside for a second, but I still want to hang on to this flower for a second. So I'm going to have my full flower on top, and then I'm going to have these dies cut out underneath. So by having that big flower first, I can help in the placement of my die cuts. Okay, so I'm going to put this first one here, so it'll be under the words, but next to where that flower is going to go. And then I'm going to do it again. Back it up, pull that one out. Okay, so now I know where that one is. This one's going to go about there, so I'll put that one up there. Then I run it through again. So by having that element for placement, it's going to help you not cut your dies too close to where the big flower is going to end up on your card, and not too far away either. Okay, so let's go back to getting this card together. So again, there's my sample, and here's the one I'm working on. So I'm going to pull this framelit out. Alright, so now I'm going to pop all those little pieces out of my die cut flower. Fingernails or your poker or a toothbrush or the die brush, all that stuff works. So whatever you've chosen to use in your craft room, go ahead and use it. Usually my fingernails can get them out. Maybe? Yeah, one more. There we go. Alright, there's all my little pieces. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and take my Elegant Eggplant, and I'm going to put some snail. Well, I didn't just get ink on that. Find out in a second, right? So snail on the top, snail on the bottom, turn this over, and that's just going to fit inside the back. We're basically lining the back with a color. Okay. So there's that. Then I'm going to pop that up on dimensionals just to give the front of the card a little lift. I'm going to go ahead and put one in the center. So I'll peel all those off. Okay, so now I bring my card front in and flip this over. And that's just going to get framed in from your edges. Okay, so now, oh, I should have done that first. Alright, I forgot. Stamp your leaves on here first. I'm going to do it, but it's not always best when you've got dimensionals underneath, so I'm going to push really hard. Hope for the best. You should stamp your leaves first. So, if you do like I did, then good luck to you. Alright, so now I've got my big flower element here. I'll put 2 dimensionals on there. And put that right about there. And then I've got the little tiny leaf that we cut out, stamped and cut out. I can get it picked up off the table. There we go. And I'm just going to use an edge because this one's pretty small. Don't need a full dimensional on that. Okay, and then I'm just going to tuck that here under the flower a little. Okay, so there is the card and how I got that splash of color behind the cardstock. And then for the envelope, I just repeated, I did that stamped, I stamped the smaller leaf in the corner and then I put the flower on there as well. So I hope you enjoy this card. I hope you enjoy the colors. I wanted to pick colors that I thought most of you would have. So of course you could always change it, and you could just change your cardstock color behind and make it any color you wanted. Yellow, pink, orange, purple, different purple. So you could really make this a variety of colors. You just have to change that backsplash color and your ink color, and you are good to go. So I hope you enjoy it. We've got one more in the series coming next month, and until then, happy stamping!